Oh no, not acclaimed 2023 PS5, PS4 game shutting down online service. Hang on, what game is PlayStation shutting down again? Hang on. Oh no, Humanity. I remember when that came out. I didn't play it. That had online functionality? All right. What's happening, party people? Welcome back to Silent Hill F. Just gonna double check my audio levels. Ambient and quiet. All right. Yo, Lonely Kid 7, thank you so much for the follow. 1 second. I thought I just fixed this. That's what it should have sounded like. Thank you so much for the follow. We are getting started this morning with some Silent Hill F, and later I've got some... that looks really quiet. I know it'll be louder in combat, but we're going to play Silent Hill F for a little bit. I do think the reason we're playing this so close to the Game Awards is Konatsu Kato, I do believe, deserves Performance of the Year for the Game Awards. I think she knocked it out of the park in this game. And later, we're just going to be playing this for a couple hours. Then we're going to jump into some Drywall Eating Simulator. That was a game I forgot I had wishlist on Steam. And then it released, and I got an email saying that a game I had wishlist was on sale. And it was like $8. I was like, absolutely. Alright, so last time when we started Silent Hill F, poor Hinako is...
大丈夫か相棒化け物につけられてないか
問題ない。シュウ君っていつまでひなこのこと相棒って呼ぶの？相棒なんて呼び方、小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いしてない。
そうだな。された覚えもない。
立ち話は終わりだ。行くぞ。
It's... So yeah, this is a Silent Hill game that takes place in 1960s Japan, very far from what other Silent Hill games have done. And the city is the town is very desolate and lonely. We are playing as Hinako, and the only other characters we've really interacted with are some of her friends. And what I love about this game is, through multiple playthroughs, which is par for the course for Silent Hill, you learn more about what is and isn't real. And it's really difficult to parse out what is psychosis and what is reality. Also, like, this Silent Hill game has some of, like, just the creepiest, best designs. Oh, I thought the thing jumped at me. Alright. So yeah, last time we finished up, we were in the fields. Not edamame, wasabi fields. And we ended up at our friend Rinko's house.
相棒。妙な化け物が増えてる気がしないか
お前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人がどんどん増えてっただろうが。
ひなこってシュウ君と話すときは男の子みたいな喋り方だよね。
昔の癖が今も抜けないからかな。
俺たちは幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
ふん。だから男女の関係にはならなかったってわけ。
今はそんな話をしてる時じゃないぞ。行こう。
So yeah, Hinako and Shu have been friends since they were really little, just childhood besties, and Rinko is jealous of that. There was some ambiguity last time we played of whether or not it was... Hinako fell down some stairs, and it was ambiguous whether or not Rinko pushed her. We've spent some time in the Other World, another staple of Silent Hill, with some demons and whatnot. A good time up. And my cat... 1 second. My cat is awake, and he is immediately screaming, Un moment. Do you want in or out? Yeah, alright. Oh. Alright. Can you just, like, hang out, little dude? Alright. Alright. What if you just laid down? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You can just lay down on Daddy. It's alright. Okay. The problem is he loves wires, and with all the wires around my setup, I'm always concerned about him chewing on stuff he shouldn't and getting into places he shouldn't here in the office. Especially we've started decorating for the holidays. Not to date the VOD, but it is December, and we are getting ready for the Game Awards later tonight. Alright, I'm just gonna sprint past some enemies. I know we were talking about this last time. What was it, like Monday? Monday or Tuesday we were streaming. And, like, all the dodge rolls and stuff kind of make the combat feel, like, there's no tension. I do think this game is scary for other reasons, but there's not, like, a whole lot of tension. Man, maybe it's just, like, the headphones I'm using, but... like, the... yeah, the audio levels look good. Maybe it's just like my headphones are super quiet right now. But yeah, my one big gripe with this game is the combat. There's too much combat for a horror game for any of the combat to feel tense. It's just another encounter. I do think that issue is saved a little bit on the higher difficulty, I think is what I mentioned last time, in that since there's weapon durability and enemies take more hits on higher difficulties, you have to manage your not loadout, but you have to manage your resources in terms of weapons. You know, you have to decide, do I want to attack this enemy, or should I dodge? Should I just go around this enemy? Which, oh, hey, buddy. Yeah? I know. Yes. Okay, I might immediately have to take a little bit of a break. No. Alright. I will be right back. He is getting into things he shouldn't. I know I literally just started, but, take care of yourselves. I'll be right back. Not even 10 minutes. He woke up and just decided to be a little menace. Alright, I have no reason to go attack those enemies. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, is like the whole village is absolutely infested. And it just doesn't matter. It got knocked over. Yeah, so that was in the way before. Hang on, can I... okay. Okay, so this is back over to the wasabi fields, but it's blocked. Is there anything of value? No. Cool. Okay, so... oh, you know what I should have done in the interim? Like, from last time we played? I really should have looked up where the other Emmas are. For, like, ability upgrades and stuff, or, stat upgrades. I really should have found, or looked up where the other Emmas are. So that, like... I can actually, upgrade my stuff instead of just... because really... without Emmas, all I can really do is just gamble for more, whatchamacallums. Can't get any use of this? Wait, what's in there? Nothing? Alright. Cool. Excuse me. Oh yeah, wait, we changed. Oh my god, I forgot we equipped the thing.
今何かが飛んでったぞ。
Wait, shit's gonna be, like, way easier now. Okay, so that's where we go eventually, but I have to go over here. Red capsules. Go down there, there's nothing. There's another little Wainari shrine.
Hinako, こっち!
Kochira. Nope, that's awesome. Okay, bye, buddy. Actually, this one's gonna be an issue. I really should. Killer, okay. Yeah, so things are gonna get easier in that I forgot we got the what are they called? Equipment Omamori. We got the Omamori that changes physical damage into psychic damage. Well, actually I don't. Slightly restores. Okay, so the red pills do also increase max sanity. Dope. Okay. Yeah, so not only can we... Do shrines max heal us? Because just stepping up to a shrine will heal our sanity, which is a free heal if our health is our sanity. Alright, in here. Oh, yeah. This house is good for enshrining collectibles. Wadare. Step back, girls. This calls for a real Showa man. Hot-blooded baseball samurai steps to the plate. Yep, reinforcing a lot of... I appreciate that, like, a lot of what they are consuming, you know, whether it's fiction, whether it's, you know, a rag magazine or something, a lot of what they're consuming just really, of the time, is very, hang on, can I... What if I increase... What if I bring that way up? Well, I actually don't know how that sounds. Man, it's incredible that after years of streaming, I'm still trying to figure out my audio levels because every game is mixed differently. Nothing there. I thought there was more in this house. Is there less and less stuff with each playthrough? Oh. Fuck. Come here. I appreciate that the wide swing part of balancing the like super best weapon ever in the game is making the swing hit walls and furniture and yeah, just stuff in close quarters combat. In like narrow corridors and hallways and stuff. Oh, this is where I thought we were yesterday, or last time we streamed at some point. Nothing there. Alright. Give up on Hinako. Oh no, I have been here. Yeah. Double dope. And yeah, this was on the way back to the shop, wasn't it? This had the box over here. Yep, already opened.
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。
知らねえよ。
騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
ひなこ、遅かったな。心配したぜ。
心配してなかったよ。相棒なら絶対に大丈夫って言ってた。そうか。ありがとう。
Ooh. Yep. Freaking wires everywhere. Alright, head to the mountain behind Ebisugaoka Middle School. Time for a staple horror location. Yeah, I guess I'll turn that up a little bit and just see how that is. What if I turn that up a little bit? Ooh. Okay, that looks like it's almost peaking, but not quite. I'm okay with that. And then maybe turn that up a little bit? Dope. Get out of here. This is... Oh. That is the way I'm supposed to go? No, this is... Yo, Frank, what's going on? It's been a hot minute. It's going pretty good. Been busy with work the last few days, but, I'm, like, 100% not answering, like, phone calls or anything today. Like, today we are streaming. Today we're gonna be streaming for a few... we're gonna be streaming, like, the whole day. Like, here, I started streaming at, like, 8 a.m. my time, and we're gonna be going for a few hours. Like, up until... We're gonna be watching, like, the Game Awards tonight and stuff. I'm excited. Today I am dedicating just to streaming. Alright. What's going on with you, Frank? So far, so nothing. Could be worse. I mean, that's kind of been my mantra the last few weeks. Last month, I'll say. Is like, knock on wood, you know, being a little superstitious, but could be worse. Yes. So, this is, like, my 4th playthrough of this game. This is the first time I'm playing it on stream, but, my partner, loves horror games, but hates playing them, so I end up playing a lot of horror games, like, off-stream. Like, we just play games together and stuff. Yeah, I love this game. This is genuinely one of my game of the years, and since the Game Awards are tonight, I wanted to play a little bit of this. I started it earlier this week, but, the lead actress, Konatsu Kato, who we're playing as now, she was nominated for Best Performance of the Year, and I 100% think she deserves it. Like, I voted for her for the Game Awards and stuff. I do think she deserves, like, Best Performance of the Year. There were other games that gave great performances and stuff, but this one is really, like... Ah, fuck. Get out of here. Play Escape the Backrooms sometimes? Yeah, I'd have to get it. I'd have to get the Backrooms. I get paid on Friday. Oh, so I guess like tomorrow I get paid. Version came out in October this year. Oh, I didn't even know it was in like alpha. I thought it was out. I didn't know it was in like a pre-release alpha state. Should be, yeah. Yeah, just once I get paid, I'll definitely like, well, once I pay my bills, once I get all my bills paid and stuff and make sure all of my like financial stuff, early access, yeah. See, this is fine cuz all this enemy does is hold me down. And if there's no other enemies, yeah. I'm gonna be in trouble if I don't... What do you mean? Oh. Well, luckily we can put the sword away. So the cool thing about the sword is only available on, like, second playthroughs onward. But it heals itself while it's sheathed. So we can just, like, equip a different weapon that doesn't really matter to us. And keep going. Nope. Don't want to do that. Enshrine. Dried carcass. It is 20% reduced right now. At least for... Oh! One sec. Let me just hop over to Steam real quick, and just take a look. Escape. Escape the Backrooms. Oh, yeah! Okay, yeah, it's on sale for me too. It's gonna be on sale for like a couple weeks. Oh no, for one more week. Oh god, today's the 11th. Yeah, it's on sale for me too. Yeah, once I get paid tomorrow for sure, I'll pick that up. It's €6.55 for me. For me, it's like $7 USD. Which is also, like, 20%. It's, like, the same percentage off. God, I paused the game and immediately forgot where I was and got turned around so quickly. Alright, I don't think there... Oh. There was something back there. A tasty dried carcass. There's another... Oh, this was in Oinari Shrine. Yeah, so throughout the game, there are like these shrines, and once you do all the little shrine puzzles in one playthrough, you get you unlock the sword, and the sword becomes available. I want to say like 2 hours kind of into the game. On later difficulties, like you don't start with it immediately in your inventory, but you can find it pretty early on in the game. Ooh, red capsules. Ran to the dead end and it spawned enemies. Yeah, so I think the actual way over is... You travel this path on your way to school. Higashi, quit following me. The enemies in this game are relentless.
やめてくれ
Need something to drink? All good.
回したくない
Yeah, we just got some cutscene stuff.
シュウ君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
だからやめてくれ俺は
なら言ってあげる。ひなこはね、死んだんだよ。ひなこは向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
相棒遅かったなさあ行こうぜ
And that's the kind of stuff I love about this game. Like, we know Rinko doesn't like us because Shu pays more attention to us, and Rinko's got a crush on Shu, but there are certain like things throughout the game with the way that Hinako interacts with the world. It's like, is Rinko just saying that because the world is messed up and maybe she can convince Shu that we are dead, and she's like trying to spread this misinformation, you know, spread, like, try and convince him that, like, he's imagining us.
鍵は
But there's
学校にあるはずだ
now we get to go into the school. Classic
休憩しようよ。
classic horror game location. School. Yeah. There are certain things in the game, like there's a poster of like warn your kids about like playing too close to the river. A little girl fell into the river and died. Her body was found, you know, downriver and stuff. And the poster was like messed with,
休ませて。
and as like a sick joke to be like, oh, it was Hinako that fell in the river.
相棒も疲れただろ休んでてくれ
But is it a sick prank, or what did that actually happen? And somebody was like, it wasn't just a girl, it was
嫌だ
Hinako.
よ。心細いよ。お願い、一緒にいて。ね。
別に俺が一緒じゃなくて
相
も
棒も少し休め。鍵は私が探す。
そうだよ。シュウ君はずっと戦闘で頑張ってたんだから。後からついてくるだけだったひなこの方が余裕あるって。
おいそんな言い方をするなよ
私は気にしない。二人とも休んでてくれ。行ってくる。
Alright, so we left our friends, just like leaving Maria. Just like in Silent Hill 2, leaving, I'm pretty sure it was Maria. In the hospital bed? No, prison bed?
卒業以来だな。
Is that the prison? Whatever, we left her in the bed, closed the door. Oh, I love this level. Oh, I love the school. Genuinely, I do think this level might be peak Ebisugaoka. I do think... Unfortunately, it is a double-edged sword. So the thing about the middle school is the puzzles get a little more obtuse on different difficulties, but the answers stay the same. So, like on my third difficulty, because I played this game like 3 different times back to back, and then I took a break for a month, and now we're back playing it here. I just remembered some of the locker combinations and stuff, like some of the puzzle answers. So I just ran to the lockers and said, doot, 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 like this is the locker combination. That was easy. Alright, do you wake up immediately? No, okay. And if I turn around, okay, you're not moving. Damn it. Okay, oh my god, we have so many bandages. We're gonna, okay. We can hold, like, 99 red pills. We can hold tons of red pills in a single slot. For healing, we're gonna start using bandages. Not record. We're gonna enshrine. We also have a lot of first aid kits. Hang on. Let me see what... So, red pills restore health and sanity. Bandages just restore health. First aid kits just restore health. And we're using... Huh. We're using an Omamori that turns physical damage. We're not taking physical damage. We literally don't need any healing items that don't heal sanity. Alright. To all faculty on patrol duty. To prevent students from going to the second floor, please ensure the corridor is locked at the end of the day. I'm going to move that closer just so I can lean back a little bit. On patrol this week, Vice Principal Matsuo. Actually, I think by this point... Why isn't the sword healing? Hang on. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Silent Hill F sword regen. Okay. The sword only regens while we're in combat. Yeah, each successful hit we do with a weapon that isn't the sword heals the sword while it's sheathed. Note for the Vice Principal, the guy who's on duty, Matsuo. Please do not lock the keys to the second floor into the desk drawer. It's impossible to open when you're not present. Yeah. So we do not need to go up the stairs for anything. Okay, just making sure things aren't moving. Let's find a locker. I think I still remember one of the locker combinations. Oh, man. Aoi. Okay, so... Aoi's locker combination is really easy to guess because it's literally just her name. That one I do remember. Origami of grievances. I happened to find out Suga's locker combination. The weird thing is, when you convert it to a code, it looks like a cry for help. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I can do anything. Okay, it looks like a cry for help? Oh, 505, SOS. See, like, on easy difficulty, some of these are just the easiest. Okay, so that's... Is this the other locker room? Ah, cool. No, I love that that's just there. Surely these scarecrows won't come to life. This used to be my locker. I didn't even see the third one. Okay. Just making sure. Ramune. Oh my gosh. We don't need, like... We don't need so many healing items. Whose locker combination did we just find? Hang on, let me just try. Looks like a cry for help. Nothing. Okay. Shriveled aburage. Get rid of the first aid kit. Taiko. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, I think the next thing to do is we go in here. And we crawl out the window. And a few enemies start to spawn. Yeah. Like, out here is dangerous. In fact, I think one of the larger flesh lump enemies, whatever they're called, I think one of those also spawns out here. But if we just kind of skirt the edge, there's nothing in the center. Hairpin can be used to open drawers in place of keys. And here we start learning a little bit about Sakuko. Sakuko hung out here and was friends with, like, the bunnies and stuff. And we find a little note that Sakuko had her own anxieties and paranoia that Hinako was not a true friend, that she would betray Sakuko in some way. And later in the game, we find some notes that Sakuko was presenting this one-sided kind of anger. No, fuck off. Okay, so yeah, these scarecrow enemies move around when we're not looking at them. So yeah, they're following me right now. Dried carcass, get rid of that. Nothing here. Yeah, again, unsure of what's real and what isn't in this game. There's an implication that Sakuko might have been projecting her hatred of Hinako onto one of the rabbits that she was taking care of out here. And there's a non-0% chance that Sakuko killed a little bunny. Being like, I hate you, Hinako. These little things always fuck. So these don't ever actually come alive or attack us, but it looks like they should. Can I not interact with that radio? The radio's making noise. Diary of Revenge. Welcome back, Frank. I found mention of a transition from the water dragon faith to the divine tree faith in historical records, dating from around the middle of the Kamakura period. There, it is written that a peculiar monk donning multiple masks and measuring over 10 shaku, approximately 3 meters tall in height, visited Ebisugaoka. 3 meters tall? A frankly ridiculous overstatement. The monk brought people to a great cedar tree, later to be idolized in the divine tree faith, and told them the following. You who fear the water dragon's wrath, quake no more, for the beast grows weak and prepares for slumber. It is none other than this great tree that has sapped the evil from it. Devote yourselves to the great tree, and it shall keep that beast subdued until the end of time. Upon hearing the monk's words, the people of Ebisugaoka abandoned the water dragon faith and converted to the divine tree faith. Everything moves in this game is done with mocap. Oh yeah, the motion capture artists, like the they're the generic almost like doll like enemies, the ones that have like the articulated toy like or mannequin like features. Those move in a very scary way, like genuinely unsettling, and that was done with mocap. That's awesome. So yeah, they moved to the divine tree faith. However, in time, the divine tree faith would also begin to change. Being a settlement hidden away from society, the residents had no way for trading with the outside world, and so they were forced to treat their tools with extra care. It was from this unique culture that the Tsukumogami faith was born. Tsukumogami. Local historic records state that old tools would be brought to the hollows of the divine tree and offered to the gods, once again further warping this religion. Between 3-meter-tall monks, giant sacred treaters, and dragons, do humans simply sense divine presence in anything larger than themselves? How utterly ridiculous. Oh, and the rabbit Omamori. Found around the same time we start learning about the rabbits. Use heavy attack immediately after performing a perfect dodge to deal a powerful counter. This counter greatly consumes stamina. I'd rather have an Emma. That's fine and that's cool, but I'd rather have an Emma than another. A letter from Sakuko to Hinako. Hinako, has anyone tried to rope you into playing the Fox Sacrifice game before? You basically just write a bunch of names on the blackboard and the fox will tell everyone's future. One of those people will also be granted good luck. But this isn't just some childish game. There are spiritual powers at work here, mark my words. And the fox isn't telling people their future, it's deciding them for itself. You have to promise me you won't join in even as a joke, even if you don't believe it yourself. Please. And my name is written on there. All 4 of our names, Hinako, Sakuko, Rinko, and Shu. Also, Kimie, Kanta, Sachie, and Kotoyuki. Up. And now all the little child dioramas are moved. Origami of Fox Prayers. To the revered fox, my ancestor, I thank you for your divine revelation. Your will shall be done. And now, this little one is alone. Hinako, disappeared. Kimie, cancer. Kanta, heart disease. Sachie, cancer. Sakuko, heart attack. Rinko, burned to death. Shu, suffocation. Kotoyuki, wishes will come true. Everyone's name is crossed out, but Kotoyuki's. That's fucked up. And nothing else of interest in this room? Okay. And I love shit like that. That's not required for the main story at all. And that's just there. I thought there was a key around here. Okay. The Abyss Watchers yesterday. Beat the Abyss Watchers yesterday. Oh, Dark Souls 3. Whenever anybody asks, guess how many tries it took, it's probably either going to be a big number or a small number. I'm going to guess a small number. Second try? Did you do it on your second try? Like first try just to get a feel for what the boss does, and then second try you clutched in? Student note. The desk drawers in the teacher's storage room have locks, but they're such bad quality that they're practically useless. Just the other day, I tried using a hairpin to open it, and what do you know? It popped open almost immediately. What's the use of these secure drawers when they aren't keeping anything safe? Oh, and I found a hairpin. Okay, so I don't need the key that would normally spawn. And there's a ton of scarecrows now. I hate it. Not first try because I got to the second phase with like a centimeter of HP. Oh. I hate that so much. That happened to me so much in like Silk Song. Like when I was playing Silk Song, I would try my damnedest with boss fights. And then right as I was like, oh, thank God, I beat the boss. With like one or two little HP slivers, one or two little HP masks. Second phase, and it'd be like, ah, cool. No, that's awesome. That's so cool. I'm so glad. And we're just gonna slide right past. And we're just gonna slide right past. Nothing there. I don't think I can open that, or that I'm even supposed to. Alright, second floor of the school. Oh yeah, I always laugh at this part, because the music room is on the second floor. And I'm always like, why would you put a piano on the second floor of the school? Why would you do that? It just feels so much easier to put the piano on the first floor. Why would you do that? Okay, so that's open. My old classroom. Dope. So that's open on both sides now. Find a way out of the classroom. I sat here. Right behind me was Rinko. She used to give me the right answers. Shu sat here. Still the best partner, right? Oh my gosh. You know what I just realized? I think I might be a fool. So, I mentioned that, like, the answers don't change for the locker combinations. I have been looking for little scraps of paper that give me hints to the locker combinations, but you keep all of the notes and stuff that you pick up from previous playthroughs. So I think I'm looking for something that's not going to be there. I think I'm looking for, like, little scraps of paper that will tell me, oh, this is so-and-so's locker combination, or, like, a puzzle hint to the locker combination. I think I'm looking for things that aren't there. Hinako isn't coming. I'm sorry for lying to you, but I thought that I needed to get you alone to find out how you truly feel. Look into your heart, try opening this box with your true feelings. Do you remember the day just the two of us went to the cafe? Okay, so this is Rinko and Shu. Rinko talking to Shu, a letter to Shu. We talked about how it felt like we were delinquent since we were supposed to be going to school that day. But you know what? I didn't care what the other people thought about us, because as long as I could spend time with you, that was all I needed. We both ordered the same cake that day. I could still remember how my heart almost burst out of my chest the moment the same words flowed from those lips. The sweet and tart fruit on the cake. The taste still lingers in my mouth like it was yesterday. Do you still remember that taste too? All right. So no. Cherry? Is cherry a sweet?
間違えたか。なんか違うな。
Oh, here we go. Strawberry, not an eggplant. Pie is not cake. Yeah, so it was it was strawberry and cherry. So you did remember. Well, that makes me feel very special. By the way, are you over Hinako now? I apologize if I sound blunt, but I want to make it clear. That girl is dead. I know you're going through a rough time right now, and you must be in so much pain. But you know, I can be there for you. Would you rather go through it yourself still? I can picture us slowly unfolding the pages of our hearts, talking about all the small, mundane details in our day-to-day lives. By filling up one journal after another with our thoughts, I know we can make a fresh start. A blank page upon which we can write a new story of our lives. Surely, you can see it too. Book. Also a book. A fan. Letter, maybe? Book. Okay, let me just try books. Dice. And origami. Okay, so it was just the books. I'm glad to hear that you're trying to stay positive. And remember, I'll always be here for you if you need anything. You know, you're not the only one who's sad because Hinako's no longer with us. The two of us could huddle together. We could soothe this pain that bites like the cold of winter. And then surely spring will arrive, welcoming us with sakura in full bloom to celebrate our union. Can you picture the beautifully blooming sakura awaiting us? Un moment. Okay, so, bites like the cold of winter. I think sakura is the answer here. So if we look for... That's not a sakura. I don't even think that's a sakura. I'm gonna leave it though. That's a bonsai. Cherry blossom. That one is. Cherry flower. Oh, come on. Is it just all the plants? That one. Nope. Shooting stars. If airplanes in the night sky. No. Alright, maybe not the bonsai. This is like a water lily or something? Like the long spindly stem reminds me of something that would be growing in water. Oh, let me try not the cherry. Let me just try like actual like foliage plants. Yeah, bonsai. Ugh. Did you ever play Poppy Playtime? No, not really for me. Those kinds of like Poppy Playtime, Choo Choo Charles, Inky or Bendy and the Ink Machine, Five Nights at Freddy's. Like those kinds of games aren't really my speed, if I'm being honest. Not. I like horror games, but I'm very specific on the kind of horror I like. I prefer really psychological. I prefer games that offer multiple playthroughs. That mascot horror is not really my speed. The only one I really liked was My Friendly Neighborhood. My Friendly Neighborhood. I really liked that one. Just because it was like a reference to a lot of Jim Henson stuff, and I like the lore behind it is crazy. I've heard, but also it's like, is it because there is Poppy's Playtime one that has like 8 or 9 games? Like, aren't there a bunch of Poppy games? Hang on, real quick. Sakura in Full Bloom. Okay, let me just do. Okay, yeah, it was just the one. I was about to look it up. I was about to be like, I can't solve this puzzle that's on the easiest difficulty. Dear Shu, I like you. There are 4. What am I thinking of? What mascot horror game has like 8 or 9 entries? Part 5 could be done? I love you, I always have, and I always will. I'll be waiting to hear what you think about me. Second floor classroom generic key. Okay, so now we can go to a bunch of other classrooms. Oh, and written here. Yeah, so written here is, I'm pretty sure it says, Rinko and Shu, and then Hinako's name is crossed out.
どこに行ったかと思えばこんなところにいたのね。
お姉ちゃんどこ？
お友達と楽しく過ごせた？ならそろそろお支度をなさい。もうお友達とはお別れの時間よ。
お姉ちゃん。
あなたが殺すのよ。あなたの手で。それができるからここへ来たのでしょう。
それってどういう？
Explore the school's second floor. Yeah, we got a key now. If you like psycho horror, mortuary assistant. The mortuary assistant. Darkstone, Epic Publishing. It's on everything. It's on PlayStation and Switch and stuff. Okay. Images. What are we? Oh, that looks horrifying. Oh, those creatures look downright diabolical. Those look diabolical. Oh my god. No, I don't want the bandages. Here we go. The old annex main gate key. Ayumi from the track and field club said she found a key with key box written on it during practice. If she still hasn't gotten it back to you, then she probably left it in her locker. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if she forgot. She looked exhausted after practice. Okay, so we need that locker Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Liar. 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 Sakuko, I'm not a liar. Origami of grievances. TT is the most annoying person I've ever met. Her locker combination is 377. Hooray! We are finding things. Fucking, get rid of this. Get rid of the first aid kit. No? Oh. And now there's like 3 more down there. God. This game does an incredible job of pulling its punches. The fact that nothing up there was actually aggroed. There was like no enemies up there. Oh my god. Hang on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Really tired of all these emails. No. Okay. Is this where TT's locker is? Oh! So Ayumi is the locker combo we need. Hang on, I'm just... Lockers. Suga's locker, Happenation. Weird thing is, cry for help. Yep, the SOS code. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't keep notes that we found pertaining to puzzles. Good to know. Anyway, we got the annex key. This was TT's locker, right? Where was TT's locker? TT's locker was here somewhere. Hello? Where was TT's locker? Yeah, 377. That's the locker combination. I'm trying to find the locker, though. Because there are 2 rooms with lockers. Here we go. Tycho's. 3, 7, 7. Oh boy, a carcass. Delicious. Toss out these bandages. We hear lots of things moving around, but we don't see anything. God. Yeah. No enemies? Alright. We did get the annex key. Enemies hanging from the ceiling, but they're not active. Yet. Oh my god. Emails. No. What? Toolkit. Definitely want the toolkit. Goodbye, first aid kit. Nothing. Oh. Arare. Yo, Frank, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to be streaming all day. If I don't hear from you for the rest of the day, I hope you have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I super appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day / a good evening, good night. Chocolat. Fifil. Discard bandages. Aoi, because her, yeah. The code is her name. That one we just knew. Asakura's textbook. That's right. Her locker combination. Cryptic note. 310. Is Keiko one of the locker combinations we need? Yep. Ayumi. Man, it's crazy how there are no enemies here. It's crazy how there are no enemies here. Are there no lockers to open? Or is there one? Like Aoi's locker? Alright, yeah. All the other lockers to open are in the other room. Which surely won't have enemies in it, right? This is Aoi, and it was C. Because she likes mermaids. Key, cabinet, key. Yeah, okay, why did we get the cake? Why did we get the Keiko thing? Like, if you want to do the... No, get out of here. Get the fuck out of... Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I am not having this. Okay, and now we got the key to the gate. Picking up the key despawned all of the enemies. That's a great sign. All right. And that's the middle school level. That's the school level. Great level.
悪の女幹部の役でもいいんだよ。
鍵見つけたぞ。
おかえり。面倒をかけたな。相棒も休めよ。俺たち先に休んだから。
休みなよ。私とシュウ君で寝ずの番をしててあげるから。
いや、私は本当に大丈夫。
ひなこ、休めよ。あとは俺たちが見張っておくから。
おやすみ、ひなこ。
Be it the game's narrative or Rinko's actor's performance, I don't trust like that.
でもさ、シュウ君もああいうの好きでしょ。
興味ねえよ。 君に命を救われ魂を奪われた私だ。今度は私が君の魂を救い古き君の命を奪おう。
That's not even his real face. I think Fox Mask is wearing a mask. So we saw a little bit after the last Otherworld level. There were the flashbacks or the flash forwards to preparing for the ceremony I mentioned last time. Just a gameplay bit of going to 3 different rooms and having body horror happen. Self-inflicted body horror. We saw her cutting off her own arm. Eyes plucked out. She has a brand on her back now. And if you notice, after the last visit to the Otherworld, when we come back to the real world of Ebisugaoka, her right sleeve was torn. And now here in this world, her right arm is a big... They call it a wolf arm. Or a fox arm. She's got Liquid Snake's arm. And now we've got some cool new abilities. We can, it gives us, like, special... The mask gives us special sight, and the arm allows... First of all, it's a good weapon that has no durability. No weapon in the Dark World has a durability. But, the brand allows us to actually fully defeat enemies in the Dark World. The arm allows us to open certain doors, and sight allows us to see past certain illusions, like walls that aren't there and stuff. The walls that aren't there are marked with a little tag, so it's not just like any wall you look at. Okay. Yeah, so focusing is our special vision. Big arm attack. And then once we down an enemy, we can absorb their essence. Freak. What do you mean even the blood is alluring? Find a way to open the sacred door. Alright, Alright. Left or right doesn't really matter. I almost always go in the same order. Go through the right door first and the left door. Just for narratively what these rooms involve, it makes more sense to me to go here first. Although it doesn't really matter. This is Sakuko's. Yeah, so the right hallway pertains to Sakuko, the left hallway pertains to Rinko. And just because Rinko is more present in the narrative, Sakuko dies very early. Because Rinko is more present in the narrative, it just makes sense to me to go in, like, the ascending order of how often we see these characters. Alright, sure. Since we don't have any, elephant. Prevents staggering from normal attacks, but greatly increases damage taken. Nah. Omamori Daisy. Sanity and stamina are unlimited, but Hinako will die instantly from any physical damage. Wait a minute. Turns physical damage received into... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Tanuki and Daisy... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Silent Hill F... Tanuki and Daisy. Does this work? Best Silent Hill since Silent Hill 4, absolutely in line with the OG games, not counting the remake because it's a remake. Tanuki and Daisy, do these actually make you unkillable? Tanuki converts physical damage into sanity, and Daisy gives you unlimited sanity and stamina. Doesn't work. Daisy overrides Tanuki, and you will die in one hit. Damn it. Okay. Alright. That's no fun. Okay. Time for some door puzzles. Yeah, so we see how this enemy is like glowing blue and stuff. Yeah, so if we kill an enemy in a room with a blue lantern, they become actually susceptible to death. And even if we don't kill an enemy, because at this point in the game, we don't have all of these, like we don't have the arm, the mask. All of this is supposed to come later narratively, but they just give it to us early because on secondary playthroughs, it's designed to... You can now enter more spaces, so upon replaying, you get access to more... Look at the map real quick. No? Okay. Yeah, we're trying to get in there. Locked and locked. There's an enemy on the other side of that door. Higashi, is this my locker? Bloody and corpsey in there. We've got some carrion in your locker there. Yay. Just what I wanted. No, come back here. I want to kill you in this room. Yeah, come here. Come here, it's fine. It's totally fine, come here. And yeah, little bits of soul came out and went up into those lanterns. Nice. I don't think I... Sakuko's diary. Hinako really is fast when she goes all out. But when we're running together during gym class, she'll slow her pace down to match mine. The second she can get to go her own speed, though, she takes off with this look of unrestrained joy on her face. I always said that we had to do everything together. Get boyfriends together, even get married together. Those are the selfish wishes of a child. Just like I'm a slow runner, and Hinako is fast, people have to live life at their own pace. Just because Hinako's moving a bit faster than me, doesn't mean she's betraying me. I was jealous, and I couldn't even admit that to myself. I'm sorry, Hinako, for calling you a traitor. I hate gym class. Just looking at my gym clothes makes me depressed. They're holding a long-distance race at school soon. I know it's just an excuse for them to watch me come in last and laugh at me. I knew how lonely I would feel if everyone just left me in the dust, so I asked Rinko if she would hang back so we could run across the finish line together. And you know what? She said yes. I asked Hinako too, but she said no. She said it's because she's in a sports club and she'll get yelled at by the teacher if she doesn't try her best. I suppose that makes sense, if it's true. The handwriting suddenly turns erratic. But I know the truth. I know it's really because you don't want to be held back by a slowpoke like me. I hope Rinako trips and falls and breaks all the bones in her body so she can never run again. I normally hate gym class, but today was different. Something nice happened. The handwriting here is erratic, as if overcome with emotion. Little Miss Perfect tripped and fell today. Looks like even Hinako, the star athlete, can mess up. She scraped her knee and started bleeding. I wish she had fallen flat on her face and ruined that pretty nose of hers, too. And we found the note afterwards. I don't really think that note. Oh. Okay, that turned to dust. I don't need a first aid kit. And this will just open that up. And I don't think I need anything in there, even. Okay, yeah, I can ignore this. What we need to do is go back around here. Open that up. Okay, the blue is open. Fuck. Oh! Yeah. Now green is open so we can go back there. Okay. Soul Siphon, here we go. So it technically died outside of that room, but fell in. Alright. And here's the bandage. Page from an observation log. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, guess what? I heard Hinako's gonna go somewhere far, far away and she might never come back. I'm so alone and sad. No frowns allowed. It's a good thing. I gotta smile as I say goodbye to Hinako. Tomorrow, I'm gonna show Hinako my biggest, widest grin and tell her how happy I am for her. Uh-huh. So I'll explain a little bit later on about why it's not so cool. Why, like, there's like a context thing. I'm gonna heal up. No, come here. All right. So yeah, another thing that is just phenomenal about the storytelling in this game is very much tied to the observations of a child, or like the context of children, like the what they think is important, what adults tell them. The context of how they view the world is skewed because adults lie to them to protect them. So yeah, once we get a little further... what's this? Oh. Amiko possessed. I had a strange dream last night. In it, a god appeared before me and commanded me to restore Senensugi's shrine to its former glory. I had a strange dream today. In it, someone told me that I mustn't restore Senensugi's shrine. They must be revelations from opposing gods. But I already know my answer, because my dream is to restore Senensugi's shrine too. The god who spoke to me yesterday said that there is an evil deity who has robbed them of their shrine. The god who spoke to me today said that the shrine had been used to worship an evil being, causing it to fall out of use. If I'm going to be forced to make a choice, then I will put my trust in the god who visited me yesterday. However, when I told the god from today that, they said this. The handwriting looks nothing like Sakuko's. Foolish maiden, you wish to serve a malevolent god. I shall crush that empty head of yours. Sakuko's dream. Yep. We've got pairs of gifts enshrined here. There's the robes that the Sakuko boss fight was wearing. Actually, I will enshrine. No, I don't need bandages. Alright. Alright, so this lets out here. How do we open this? I don't think I've ever opened that before. Okay, so that's the way out. This is red and green, and we just flipped one back there that was white and blue. Okay, so process of elimination. If we can open that door, it's not red or green or blue. It's white. This door is red. So hang on, if we go back in here... This is... Okay, so white is active. Is it green on both sides? I feel like it is. Yeah. This is red and green. Okay, hang on. Can't see in there. Nope. Those windows are completely boarded up. White is still active here. Oh. It's green and blue in there. Oh, well. I'm not too concerned about it. Maybe on a different playthrough. Well, hang on. Silent Hill. Actually, I'm gonna... Just so we have sound. Silent Hill F. Worship Hall. Secret Room. No, that's not it. Nope, 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 this is not. Higashi. Obtain the key. Is there no? Is there actually nothing in there? Okay. I'm gonna assume there's nothing there. However, it sure looks like there is. Hmm. 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 Oh. Yeah, we gotta open up blue. Hey, Sakuko. Two must face each other as one to pray for mutual prosperity. Those who do shall lift their heads to level height, as if they were reflections in a mirror, as custom dictates. With the shading of light, shall you condemn the past to the dark. Okay, so two must face each other as one to pray for mutual prosperity. Lift their heads to level height. Okay, so... What if these two face each other? No. Oh. Okay. Restraint, lampshade. Nothing else. Okay, restraint and talon. Boop. Yeah, she's got a horrible fear of the dark. So a lot of the layering in this storytelling is very much, you know, on the first playthrough, you're getting all of these notes and stuff about how awful. Are all these open now? Okay. Oh, okay. That's easy enough. We just had to... Bull. Greatly decreases stamina consumed by heavy and charged attacks. Okay. Would love for that to have been an Emma. And then that's going to be open now, so that enemy is free roaming. Yeah, so in the beginning, you're getting all of these notes and stuff about how much your friends secretly hate you, how much they think you're a traitor, how much they resent you for things that are out of your control. And so in the first couple playthroughs, it makes sense when Hinako leaves the friends behind like that, hearing what they really think, the malicious nature of the friends. It still does not feel good. However, in later playthroughs, once you have all of this Fox stuff, and it becomes apparent that Fox Mask may or may not, definitely is, grooming Hinako. And very much, you know, part of that, we must prepare for the ceremony. The lengths to which Hinako will go to in terms of mutilating herself for Fox Mask, leaving behind all of her friends, you know. The very very literally, eyes removed, she is blind to what is happening in front of her, just completely ignoring it. And learning that, you know, Sakuko didn't really think those things. Rinko's a different story, as we will see
ひなこ
here.
今日は一段と綺麗だね
So remember, earlier in the school, when we are told, causes of death, or the fox spirit, the fox spirit gave us a little taste of... I've been back here, but I'll just go back here for, just to kind of show some more little secret areas. Yeah, the fox spirit offered up an idea of what would happen to us. Damn it. I knew it was there, too. If I could please do my heavy attack. Okay, what about my light attack? Yeah, the things the fox spirit predicted. Yeah, so this is only available in the second playthrough once we have the mutilated bits to us. But the fox spirit predicted that, or foretold, wrote indefinitely, you know, carved the future for Sakuko, and that Sakuko would die of a heart attack. Her fear of the dark, we heard one last scream, and then nothing. Rinko was foretold to burn to death. And there's lava above her cage. That's fine. No, why are you... Okay. I appreciate that for this enemy. This is like one of the only enemies that does this. To show you how much damage you've dealt and like to give you an idea of its health remaining, you crack different porcelain masks. Hey, Rinko. One second. Thought I just heard something. I'm gonna look out the window real quick. Thought I heard something. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause it just in case, because I think there are some free roaming enemies around here. I don't know. Yeah, another quick break. Take care of yourselves. I'll be right back. There I am. Okay. I guess it was nothing. I at least took the opportunity to listen to my own advice and go and get some food. Which, take care of yourselves. Listen to your body, all that good stuff. Your body will know what it needs. And my body needed food. So I'm just going to be snacking on some delicious slop. And by slop, I of course mean... Come on. By slop, I of course mean, got some overnight oats. So for people who don't know what this is, really easy to make and really not that bad for you. It's like just some Quaker oats, you know, some dry goods. Quaker oats. I got some chia seeds in here. Greek yogurt, like flavorless Greek yogurt, some milk, little bit of maple syrup, and some banana cut up in here. And then you just leave it overnight. It kind of like congeals into. The texture's a little odd, but you know it tastes really good. It's full of things that are good for you. Little maple syrup's not going to kill you. Genuinely, after discovering or like getting into overnight oats, meal prep, I used to hate meal prep. I used to hate the idea of like, I'm going to dedicate, you know, a few hours, you know, I say a few hours, a couple hours, yeah. I'm going to dedicate some time to making food and then freezing it, you know, storing it for later. Like, in the long run, I get it, but just like, it really hard for me to properly dedicate time to meal prep. Yeah, so real quick, this is the store that Sakuko's family owns. Pretty freaking cool. But like, overnight oats, super easy. It's just like all the things you want in there. You just like scoop of this, scoop of this, scoop of this. I usually, my partner, she'll like actually mix it up with a spoon. I just like close up the jar, which great use for reusing jars. Like this was like a pasta sauce jar at one point. But yeah, I just close it up and I shake it. Just mix all that up, leave it in the fridge, even just like one day overnight. It keeps for like 2 or 3 days. And there's going to be an enemy right here. Hello. And easy. Bandages. I don't need bandages. But yeah, now that we are in the fucked up shop. Oh boy, candy. Gross. Oh boy, a toy. Blood and nails. Leftward facing Foxcrest. And I think there's one more fucked up shelf. Oh, Rinko's diary. I've always looked down on Hinako and Sakuko. That's why I've never been able to expose my weaknesses to them. How am I supposed to share the depths of my heart with mere insects? Maybe if I had treated them as equals, I could have actually told Hinako the truth. About my feelings, or his feelings. Maybe if we could have actually fought, really truly fought, that I wouldn't have to feel the way I do now. Tomorrow is Hinako's oh-so-special day, but you know what? Maybe I'll give in. Maybe I'll tell her how much I actually hate her. The handwriting here turns into a disturbing scrawl. You lied to me. You betrayed Shu. I will destroy you. I'm going to beat you bloody, tear you limb from limb. Why won't you just do everyone a favor and just... Can't make out what the rest says. Hinako. Here, you'll feel better after eating this. The handwriting becomes erratic and emotional. I'm such a kind person, you know. Would someone who isn't kind give little treats with a wonderful message to their sad friend? I am so kind. You just have to be yourself, Hinako, because whenever I'm by your side, I realize that what an amazing person I am. Whenever I help you out, it makes me realize how kind I am. I'll always be looking out for both you and Sakuko. Because when I look after you two pitiful creatures, it makes me feel so superior, like a teacher or a parent or pet owner even. From your friend, Rinko. I'm going to just double check around here for... Yeah, so there's a lot of journal entries, like on previous playthroughs and stuff, about how much hanging out at Sakuko's family's shop, how important it is to, like, their friend group. And there's some things of, like, oh, Rinko was jealous because, like, yep, fuck. Hinako and Shu would, like, walk home together, but Rinko lived in, like, the other direction or something, so they didn't get to walk home together. Alright, I'm gonna go here real quick and heal up. Go over here and swap these. So that should be red and green. Opens up the staircase. Different staircase to the same area, but new rooms. Rinko's room. Rinko collects dolls? Oh, I don't know if I wanted to do that yet. That's fine. Time for enemies. Oh, is it only after I pick up the special, the emblem, the medallion that's in here? Gross. Gross. Yeah, so each time we turn one of these around, new body spawns. I genuinely, rule of threes, I guess. Rightward facing Fox Crest. Come on, heal up. Heal up! Oh my fucking god! There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna really double check. Lots of pictures of Hinako scrawled out in a very Omori style. Rinko's secret journal. I'm in love with you, Shu. I've loved you from the first moment I saw you. From the first moment our eyes met, from the first moment we first spoke. I've loved you all this time. The handwriting here reflects the writer's terrifying instability. I love you. I'll do anything for you. I'm yours, body and soul. Do you want my liver? My kidneys? My still beating heart? I'll crack open my ribs and pull it out for you, if that's what you want. I want to slurp down your intestines to feel them slide across my tongue. Okay. I want to cut off the top of our heads and mash our brains together. I'll turn them into a nice soup. Rinko's fine, right? Then I'll drink that soup. I'll feed it to you mouth to mouth. Next we can chew up our tongues and feed them to one another. I don't have the slightest idea what the rest says. Lord. Another unfriendly? No. Okay. All right, now we can go to... different... Damn it! I was hoping to get out of the way before it jumped down. Sushi. Alright, nothing in here to open. Ooh. I stand corrected. Damn it. Bandages. Alright. That's now closed. But now this is open back here. Last enemy in the area, I think. I'll take the dried carcass. I don't need bandages. I need more red pills, though. Hooray, classroom. Seems like ages ago. Fox Origami. The handwriting suggests that this was written in a fit of rage. All I want is to be by Shu's side, but you just keep getting in my way. Why were you always right there? You're seriously like a fly buzzing around Shu nonstop. You're such a nuisance. I wanted to strangle you, so be glad that I didn't end up murdering you. Even if I killed you 100 times, that still wouldn't be enough to express how much I despise you. Looking back on it now, I think I hated myself so much for being a coward that I just used you as an excuse. I won't do that anymore. From now on, I won't blame others for why I'm miserable. I'll take my happiness into my own hands. The handwriting's back to normal. Divine water,
給食お昼休み友達
I Teacher, class observation log. Thank you for fulfilling your duties as class president. You do a great job looking after and supporting our classmates. I've also heard you're taking the initiative to give advice to underclassmen as well. It's a wonderful thing that you're so dedicated to your role as class president. However, I believe it would be beneficial if you interacted with them not only as their class president, but as a classmate as well. Instead of solely teaching and supporting them, try treating them as equals. In doing so, I hope you can open up more and have your classmates get to know the real you. Who would have thought being given the responsibility of class president would create a superiority complex in a child? Okay. If I recall, there's going to be no enemies initially. Yeah. But once I interact with that lone desk... Oh. Continuation from last semester. I'm to be class president once again. I hope we can make this another wonderful semester. The handwriting turns wild and erratic. I love being class president because I get to look after all these lost causes. Even when I was young, you are still a child, I always enjoyed comparing myself to other, inferior kids and basking in my own superiority. When I pretend to care about others, I can please a lot of people. The losers I help, the people around me, and even my parents. And frankly, that makes me happy as well. Right now, I'm in charge of 2 girls who are the definitions of morons. They're both so carefree and empty-headed. Neither of them knows the first thing about fitting in. The only reason they have any friends at all in class is because I'm taking care of them. They fawn over me and tell me all the time how grateful they are. It feels amazing. I really, truly think I was born to be class president. Nishida Rinko. Uh-huh. Rinko's diary. I'm sure the teachers have seen right through me. They know the truth. That I'm friendless in the truest sense of the word. I think I've been doing it unconsciously all this time, looking for someone that I can say I'm helping, but really I'm just looking down on. Hinako and Rinko and Shu have never stopped calling me their friend, but I don't think I ever earned that. Incredible sense of clarity. I should have never pretended to be something I wasn't. If I hadn't, then I would have been able to look Hinako in the eye. I could have told her what I really think of her, put her in her place. But I've let everything sit and fester, and now the wound has turned necrotic. So even though this is the day all my wildest dreams are coming true, my heart still feels heavy. The handwriting is chaotic and full of violent energy. This is the bed I made, so I'll lie in it. But I won't ever forgive you for what you did to Shu. How dare you hurt him? Shu may not cry or scream at you like I know he wants to, but I'll make you feel all his pain all the same. And now Rinko and I can go our separate ways. She hates me so much. There's only a couple of these screaming enemies in here. Oh, that does chip away at my sanity. Okay. Oh my gosh, no, come on. Okay, now I'm gonna check one more time for anything of note. I don't think there is. I think just after the initial change with the light. I didn't get the trophy this time for getting all of Rinko's diary segments, though. Alright.
勉強だって運動だって服選びだってお化粧だっていつだって私の方が上だったぼんやりしてるあんたを私が何度助けてあげたことかなんでいつもあんたばっかりなのよ彼の気持ち考えたことあるあんたは裏切ったもてあそんで裏切った謝れその格好で今すぐ土下座して謝れ聞こえてるんでしょなんとか言いなさいよひなこ
Yeah, so, that is us cutting, Sakuko and now Rinko out of our life. I'm gonna look around real quick. Is that the door opening up? What the hell was that? Okay, I think that was the door opening up. So over in the Sakuko hallway, there was... Been in there. All these should be open now? Yeah. Been in there. Alright, if there's nothing else over here, I think I know where a door is. One of those, like, I don't know if I can open this or not doors. Okay, and we've been around the corner there. Alright. I'll just see if I can peek before I actually take the time to wander through there. I really can't tell. I think that's still closed. Yeah, okay. Damn it. Nothing I can do there. And already been in there. Okay, that might be the only secret room in the Rinko section. Wander back. Before I put the key in there and open up the next section, any tags on the walls? Any doors I could open up? No, okay. Not break people's hearts, they only have one. Break their bones, they have 200. Or 7 if I'm watching Gossip Girl. Okay. I mean, that's a fair... That is a fair, Hey, Shu. Guess this is the last time I get to call you partner, huh? Truckload of notebooks filled up my entire closet. Yeah, so these are things that are important to Shu. My most prized possession. Little ray gun. For when they played sci-fi games together. Kanji test. Oh, is that a Deadpool? Is that a Deadpool joke? Okay, that feels very Deadpool. First time showing this to you, how interesting. Little drawing of Hinako and son of an herbalist. Gotta keep plants alive. It's been a hot second since we've saved. I don't think we've saved it all stream. Alright, I'm just gonna save that real quick. Can't open that. I think that's the exit for the shoe section. Nothing. Sheet of fine paper. Carry not any memory that has come to pass beyond this point. Lay all bare upon the pedestal first. The door shall not open to those who harbor regret in their hearts. Alright. From Deadpool and Wolverine? Gotcha. Alright, let's go find what's what... Oh, fuck. Let's go find what Shu is harboring deep in his heart, what kind of resentment and whatnot. I don't think I can hit... No, I can't hit you here. Arare... Oh, I should really... whatever. Nah, I'm not worried about bandages. Medicine cabinet from Shu's place. Can I go back real quick and enshrine some stuff? No? Dope. Dimma dope. Anything of value? Just, Goodbye, friend. I love the enemy trying to bait. Enemy wanders around the corner like, oh, don't follow me, don't come get me. Are we going to fall for the bait? Oh yeah, we have to. We actually have to go around that corner to open up this doorway. Well. Or not. That's how we open the door. But let's fall for the bait. Let's get you baited. Crazy, where did the enemy go? Nothing here. Oh, like actually, I thought the enemy was going to be there when we turned around, huh? Wow, it actually did just disappear. Okay. Okay. The enemy actually did just freaking vanish. You know, you got your beta songs. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. That's the Vanga bus by the Vanga boys, isn't it? We like to party. The Vanga bus is coming. We like to party. Such a classic. The scent of herbs is overpowering. I'm sure this is fine. Oh, look. It's a monster. It's a creature representative of a woman's role to just bear children. Because this takes place into the 60s. And of course there are these horribly ingrained ideas. Worst jump scare ever? Okay, is it over? Dope, okay. Anything of value? Not even a single drawer to open? All of these drawers. And not a one of them I can open. Pills here. Man, jump scares are so hit and miss with me, because, like, some jump scares in, like, movies don't work. Like, I don't like things that are not worse, like bad. Yeah, like it caught you like the most off guard and stuff. Okay, nothing there, but I do know there's another egg over here. I don't want these eggs to hatch. Oh, hey, look, that's where we were before. Brainiac Hero Comic. The inside page was full of drawings. Hinako, little arrow, Hinako, were drawn at the bad guy that the protagonist defeated. Moreover, in order to make the method of death even more bizarre than the manga's presentation, they stubbornly added a lot of scattered Lot of scattered blood and guts. So yeah, he drew us dying a lot. I actually do want to kill things. Because I used my ultimate, so now I need to refill my ultimate gauge by siphoning. Actually, I can't siphon these things because they're glowing blue. Fuck. Damn it. All right. Open the door to the exit. Hello? The hell was that noise? Put his most prized possession, the comic where he drew us dying a bunch. Ah, fuck, I still didn't enshrine stuff. My inventory is still just absolutely chock-a-block full of crap.
来てくれたんだな、相棒。俺はお前にいいんだ。ひな子の好きなようにして。俺は相棒の選択なら受け入れるぜ。
And this is why we do content warnings.
「幼い頃からの友人に別れを告げるのは辛いだろう」。
はい。あ、いえ。するべきでした。もっと早く。こんな姿をお見せして申し訳ありません。
謝らなくていい。むしろその痛みを強いた私の方が謝らねばならない。
I always appreciate Silent Hill for pushing boundaries, you know? Child mortality. Child endangerment. Grooming in this game. It's a lot. Take care of yourselves. If any of this is too much for you, absolutely feel free to take a break from the stream. I think in about half an hour-ish, we'll play a little bit more. But I think... Actually, is this a good spot to take a break from this game? Because there's other games that I wanted to play today just while we're hanging out. Waiting on the Game Awards and stuff. Hang on. Dismiss. Dismiss. You. Gross. Some of these fucking emails.
Rinko?
Alright, yeah. Oh, I know where we are. Going up into the mountain? Okay. Yeah, let's go enshrine some stuff, save it, and call it a day on Silent Hill F. And then we got some drywall eating simulator to play.
お前の家で合流なんだよな。
Oh, that's fine.
戦える数
It's just red spider lilies. And also monsters. Maybe they had to get away from that thing. Chocolade. Once again, toss out a healing item we're not using. Oh my god. Our inventory is genuinely so full of crap that we should get rid of. Okay, we'll be back for the antique comb. Antique combs are actually really good. But there should just be a shrine. Yes, right here. The shrine. $12.60. Okay. We'll go get the shrine. Or we'll go get the comb. We'll enshrine that. Alright, and we're like halfway to Shu's house, so next time we'll make it to Shu's house. Maybe one more stream, maybe two. Dope. Alright, record. Alright, so we're gonna call it a day on Silent Hill F. We'll still be streaming Game Awards later tonight. I'm gonna drop some socials. I want to thank people for hanging out. I always super appreciate it. Lonely Kid followed earlier, which bumps up, where's the, properties? We've got, hello? There we go. We are now at 116, really close to the Balatro. Genuinely, I don't even know how Balatro is gonna go. Like that's an old goal back when Balatro was still relevant. I mean, I'm still interested in it. I want to see what the hype is about because it seems like just a number get bigger game. You know, really straightforward, but people keep telling me it's complex. People keep telling me there's stuff. People keep telling me there's all kinds of like intricate stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna like end the VOD here for Silent Hill. I want to thank people for hanging out. There's a shirt shop that sells shirts I design. There's the goals at the bottom of the screen. Balatro, Hollow Knight, Steel Soul, Bug Snacks, Superman 64, all that good stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna end the VOD here, and then I'm gonna finagle getting, because it's not even... The game I'm going to get set up isn't even on, like, the PlayStation, so I'm going to have to finagle getting that open on stream. Fuck it, we'll do it live. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, so be good, be kind, treat people the way that you would want to be treated, and we'll catch you in the next one.